My agreement I kept. I said I'll be back on and I would do a demonstration against the blackest screen paint that we have, which is the Professional. Now, I can't tell you the full name of it because, like I said, we're doing copyrights on the name, so that way later on we can tell you the full name of that technology, but for right now we can't. Is it a 19? No, it's not. Is it going to be a screen paint? No, it's not. Actually, it's a formula designed to be coded on for a physical screen. So first things first, my name is Kenneth Bird. My company is Crystal Edge Technology Screens. We do these challenges because we only have one individual that makes accusations that are not true. Now, one of the accusations that this particular individual made was he said that his gray screen paint mixes could produce contrast levels equal to a black screen. Virtually impossible. Virtually impossible. We make something called the Silver Phoenix, and the Silver Phoenix can produce amazing contrast levels. Better than that individual's products, better than some of the certified screens, but can it match a black screen? It's not going to happen. So we have his product laying against the screen right now. I'll show you. As I explained to you before, this technology is only 10% done, and it has one of the highest white levels of one of the darkest screens we've ever developed. Even the technology we have upstairs can do the similar same thing to his products. Now, as I said before, to be fair, if we're going to give someone a challenge about displaying their contrast levels equal to a black screen, then we need to do the same ourselves. I'll let you stare at that for a while. Now, would I ever declare my product to be able to have the ability to be able to produce a white level equal to a white screen? That's impossible. Would I ever declare my product to have the ability to be able to produce white levels equal to a gray screen? That would be impossible because the gray screen is always going to produce a higher white level. Would I be able to say that my technology can produce an image close enough to blend into a gray screen? Yeah, I can. It's doing it right now. Would it do it to a white screen? To a certain degree. Can any one of the screens turn my screen so dark you can't see it? Virtually impossible. Now, just to show you exactly how much power we're using, I brought down the 505 Chrissy off the top stand, and we're setting it up in here so you can see exactly how amazing our white levels are on our black technology. Everything I've said about my technology, I can back it up 100%. Now, the reason why we put those challenges out there for individuals who make these false statements to be able to back up their gray screen paint, untested, cancel mixes, to be able to produce that contrast level equal to this black screen or any black screen we developed in here. This is your product, laying against one of the blackest screens we ever developed. So in the end, I can back it up. Again, you can't talk foolishness. You can't talk nonsense. 0.9 white screen. That's pretty much produces a higher white level than your product. CMOS AV 1.3. Pure silver screen. Put that right there. Okay, none of one of these screens can turn my screen dark where you can't see it. How is it possible that your product can do that? And yet, I can take a black bed sheet, any form of black surface that doesn't have the ability to produce a white level, lay it against this technology, and that technology, that surface will turn dark while ours remain nice and bright. How is that possible? These are demonstrations. These are simple. This is not a deep. This is just simple stuff I do every day. This is stuff they can't even do. They can't take multiple surfaces and put it against their screen. Certifies. There we go. Dark Star 9. Right there. Right there. Dark Star 9. In their demonstrations, they will pick out a sample sheet that comes close to their screen matching it, so that way they don't have too much of a problem of the screen giving them a hard way to go. That's what they'll do. Not me. I'll take any random screen from my collection and throw it right against my screen with no problem. Great Cinema 5D. And I'll stand back and say, voila, there you go. That is the blackest technology we've ever designed. And that screen can maintain its image, its white levels, without turning dark. We'll get another one right here. We got a Cinema Gray. Cinema Gray, basic Cinema Gray. This is a very light screen right here. Right there. We'll stick it right against our screen right here. See that? Look at that. All those screens are brighter than my screen. So if I can come on here and do a live demonstration, and I can display my screen's amazing white levels to be able to do this, I don't know why I can't see that contrast level ever on your screen. What's the problem? Girl boys, understand, you back and cancel product. That's why we call it cancel untested. $4K demonstrations. See? That's a 10% technology. Easy. I'm doing this but not even trying. So I can understand why you canceled your orders. I can understand that. Because if I made claims that my product could do something and I know it couldn't do it, deep down inside, and you're watching technology do this, I can understand why you would cancel. It's understandable. You didn't have a choice. You backed yourself into a corner, or paint yourself into a corner, and you didn't have a choice. You had to cancel. I understand that. I understand that. Let's go pick up something else. How about we go over to, let me see, over here. This is just for fun, There's no stress, we're just for fun, just having some fun. Just showing off our technology, that 10% technology of that professional Phoenix, just showing it off, just flexing a little bit. That's all we're doing, just having a little fun. Have a little fun, that's all. Just showing you how it's done, that's all. Since black screens, as you said, are supposed to pull up levels so dark you can't see the screen. Remember, you're a professional. So in your email, your screens were 100 times better than mine, right? But yet, if I could choose right now to change color or contrast, your screen washes out just like that. Red screen. Watch. See? That fast, that quick. $10%. Those are certifieds up there against that screen right now. And your product. If I choose to change my color, your screen is exposed for what it is. It's a cancel untested product. The reason why my screen can do this is because it's a tested product. It can prove what it can do because there's tons of tests underneath this technology. Yours, on the other hand, can't hold up. So trust me, I understand. I understand why you cancel. I understand. I would have too. Going against this thing and any other screen we developed in here, I would have canceled too. Why even try? Here you are, you have black technology. It's like the other technology we developed in here that can pull white levels so high that they can blend into your gray screens. And yet we could do contrast levels and colors that your screens can't even begin to even see. So how did that make us equals? How are you 100 times better? You, being the owner of your own product, don't even have faith in your own product. I can do this live with no problem. "4K demonstrations." And meanwhile, the entire time we're having this conversation, boom, I'm displaying on my ceiling right now a star field, something that you should be doing right now. Didn't even notice the star field was up there, did you? It was playing the entire time. And we'll go back again. And do it again. Blend right into your screens, just like the rest of them. Then I'll go back to color, and I'll show your screens exposed again. Then I'll pull a contrast level, and I'll strip your screen clean, out in the open. I know why you canceled, trust me. I'll hold it against you. You had no choice. I understand. This is what you call professional technology. God's technology. You want to mock God, you want to mock my Christianity, all that stuff like that. Well, there you go. Mock God, mock my Christianity. I'll show you how amazing God's technology can be. I can blend into your screen. Like I said, those colors you showed in that demonstration of your screen producing in a well-lit environment, I could do that all day. I could do that outside if I want to. But can you display my levels? Can you display my contrast and my colors? That's why you cancel. Well, like I said, I understand. I understand why you cancel. I understand, I do. Backed yourself, you painted yourself into a corner with no way out. If your product got down here, you know what was going to happen. The screen would have took it apart. You wouldn't be able to back any of your claims at all, period, on the product. So you had no choice but to cancel. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? The owner who actually designs the paint that he wants people to believe that his product does what it's supposed to do, cancels his own product in a review? No, either way you were doomed anyway. "4K demonstrations." You like the OLED horse? This is what the OLED horse is supposed to look like. You can't pick up an ounce of contrast next to this. 10%? I can put you in the window next to Original Phoenix and watch you fade away. I can stick you outside on a gamer and watch your screen produce no color at all. Gamer screens produce insane color capabilities. Any screen that lays against it's like they've been drained. Let's see if you can turn my screen dark. And all the rest of them are sitting up there. Cancel. Skyworth food demonstration. Let's Let's go for some nice bright white levels, shall we? How about this one? Let's see if we can turn the screen as dark as you displayed in your video. Keep in mind, we have several certified screens up here. Seymour AV 1.3. We have an Elite screen with a 0.9 white gain. We have Elite screens, Cinema Gray. Very, very, very light gray screens. Now, they're all certified. Let's see if they can turn the screen dark, unwatchable. There's our contrast levels. Oh, and I forgot, the one over top is a Dark Star 9, right there. That's the darkest gun mount I have. Nope, not turning the screen dark. That's interesting. Okay, maybe we don't have enough white levels in there. Maybe that's not enough. Maybe we need more white levels. Let's go with Beautiful Flowers, Relaxing, 4K. We need to get in there to get to an access point to over here. Look at the commercials. Are we coming up too dark to see? Nah. I can see your screens all turning tan when the contrast levels pop up. Pull your white levels, no problem. Interesting. Screen's still not coming up too dark. I can still see the screen at only 10% done. And yet today, you have this one to do. I told you it's going to be fair. I'm not going to come on here and give someone a challenge that, keep in mind, they wrote the check. They did write the check. They said that their screen could pull an image, a black image, next to a black screen. They can match it perfectly, right? So if you can match it perfectly, that means you don't pull up shades of gray. You pull up black. Because our screens pull up black, not shades of gray. But by your professional opinion, on your YouTube channel, you said that our screens came up so dark you can't see them. Yet I have your two products up here, Metallica Mix, Personal Mix. I have a Dark Star 9. I have a Seymour AV 1.3. We have a Elite screen, acoustic white screen with 0.9 gain. We have the Cinema Gray, which is a very, very, very light gray screen. And keep in mind, the acoustic is white. Nothing pulls a white level higher than a white screen. And yet none of them have turned my screen dark. Let's try this. Maybe we can get those levels a little bit higher on the white levels. Let's try this for you. Let's go over here for a minute. And let's go, I think we gotta go down one. There we go. Let's go next to the wolf. Let's see if this can turn my screen dark, unwatchable. And this is why I understand why he canceled the orders. You think really that he would be able to put that screen against this technology or anything we have in here? Yeah, he has to keep the screen in a comfortable environment because that's the only way it's going to work. That's why when you watch contrast demonstrations, they're always done in very dark environments. That's the only excuse you would have for someone who's sitting up there probably at 12 o'clock in the afternoon in their apartment with every window shut, the door shut, and a piece of wood blocking any light that would seep under the window and make contact with the screen. If you had that much light in the environment coming in, then how come you don't display that in contrast demonstrations, but you only display it in color demonstrations? So in a color demonstration, windows are open, there's no piece of wood in the way, the door is open, everything bright, and the room is filled up with all this light, but there's no contrast demonstrations. There's nothing but bright levels. And then when it comes time to do contrast levels, the room is dark, windows are blocked. That doesn't make any sense. Now the demonstration where you literally had your lights out and you were hugging your screen, right up on top of the screen, right up on top of it. If I'm going to see a car, I'm going to buy a car from a dealership, I don't want to see someone with a camera right up on top of it. I want them to back up so I can see the vehicle, what it looks like from a distance. So I know exactly what I'm buying. And I would like to have plenty of light in that environment so I can see if there's any dings or scratches or anything on the doors or windows or anything I should be seeing with the visible eye. That's something that's cloaked in darkness. That was a failed demonstration, by the way. Demonstration, we asked you to pull the projector back all the way back to the windows. You did that correctly, but you didn't put anything up there to compare the black levels, as I'm doing right now. What's the point of me getting on and saying, hey, my white levels are amazing, if I have nothing to compare my screen to show you the difference between my white levels and something else? What could you be to compare it to if there's nothing else to compare it to? That's what you did in your demonstration. You were supposed to have a black surface there to show the comparison. Demonstration you did with the black screen in the middle, showing the star field demonstration. Complete fail. You know why? If you're declaring your product to produce a contrast level equal to ours, our screens don't produce gray, they produce black. So therefore, the sample or whatever that nonsense was in the middle of your screen produced a 100% contrast level that would be equal to our technology, the contrast levels. Well, your screen only produced a gray level around the black level, which means your screen still came up a complete fail. Oh, let's change over to something else, all right? Let's get something else here. We've done enough with that one. Let's get these levels over here. See that tan popping up all over the screen? That's the screen can't pick up a contrast level. That's what you're watching. That tan popping up, that's what the screens are doing. They can't pick up the contrast level. My projector behind me has a 3,000 to 1 contrast level. That's it. That's all it has. That's the benefit of my technology. See, with your gray screen paints, or these other gray screens, you have to have a projector of a very high contrast capability. That's the only way you're going to be able to squeeze a little bit out to be able to do it. And you're still going to have to be in an ambient light controlled environment, much like in your videos, and these other certified videos, the same thing. But if you do this in a fully lit environment, your screen's going to wash out with the contrast. So you're going to have to up that contrast, which means you're going to have to spend more money. You want that 10,000, 20,000, 22,000 to 1, 30,000, 50,000, you're going to have to spend some money to get that. They're not going to get that to you for free. Where my customers can go out and buy a projector, $500, $400, $60, with a contrast ratio of maybe 200 or 1,000 or 2,000, and still be able to produce a contrast level as if their projector had 1,000,000 to 1 contrast capability, because the screen does all the work. Still not seeing my screen turn dark. And yet, I didn't choose the Phoenix Original, I chose the Professional at 10%. I chose a screen that has the darkest level out of all our screens, and it's only 10% done. But I understand why you canceled. I do. He has no choice. He can't back his product. The bare silver screen incident. That's sad. Let's explain that one. All right? So basically, you walk out of Home Depot holding a container of bare silver screen. The only way that you can see the difference between the two screens, and mind you were in the dark when you were doing this, is you have to be literally sitting right up on top of the screen. You didn't think when you did that, because no human being in their right mind is going to have a 100-inch screen. They're going to sit literally that close to the screen. Heck, nobody with a TV sits that close. So in order for you to be able to see the difference, you would have to literally be sitting so close to the screen that your finger can literally touch the screen. So if the person was sitting back at the 8 feet or 10 feet required with its projector, would you see the same difference? And you displayed that already. When you walked back, you saw no difference at all. Now mind that, take that he had it in freeze when he was doing the demonstration. Imagine motion moving across the screen at the same time. There's no way in the world you would be able to pick that up. That's like a person saying that, hey look, on a 100-inch screen, I can pick up a 600 by 800 res screen door effect at 8 feet back. You're not picking that up at all. Unless you got super amazing vision, they can pick that up. Now, if you were to get up close on the screen, you would see it. Now, the only way you would be to see that, unless they were to blow it up on like 180-inch, where you would see the pixels expand, you would see the little screen images that would pop up, maybe you will see that. Other than that, you won't see that at 8 feet away. Which means he just showed you that, hey look, I just scammed you out of $107 on a product that would cost you that would cost you 23 bucks a gallon. But see, in his mind, he literally believes that there's a difference. That's the problem. In his mind, he believes that there's a difference. And because he believes there's a difference in his mind, he believes that you are seeing the same thing that he's seeing. That's why he's convinced in his head, and I think it's a bit of a sickness there, could be, that he's, what do they call it? Delusion of grandeur? When a person believes in something so much that it comes true for them, that's what it could be. That he believes that the screens are actually pulling a contrast level. He believes that. He believes that that bare silver screen, what he saw in that slight little difference, that you are seeing what he's seeing, a huge difference. In his mind, he's seeing a huge difference. In my mind, we're thinking it's the same thing. Literally. Only off by a little bit. And you know why his product pulled a little bit better red than the other one? Because if you notice when he painted the screen, that the bare silver screen that he applied onto the surface, which was his original product, was actually his original product was darker. Bare silver screen is a very, very light gray product, which means it has a higher white level than his product, but yet it's going to produce a lower contrast level, where his level is going to produce a much higher contrast level because the screen is darker. And therefore, that's why he showed a significant difference. Well, not a small significant difference. Failed demonstration. Right there. You can go right over to Home Depot, do the same thing. Now somebody may say, well, look, Ken, I can do the same thing on yours. I can go get black primer, do the same thing. Well, we did that demonstration already. We did it at 1,000 lumens. I'll put the video below for you to check out. There you go. Let's go over and let's go to red screen. Will we see a difference? Yeah, we'll see a difference. You don't have to stand up on top of the screen to see the difference between my screen and his. How about we take it all the way? Let's take a walk, all right? You're watching that screen as I'm walking away? You watching that? Let's come all the way in here in the next room. Let's put you right there, all right? Can you see a difference in the screens? I'll let you think about that for a minute. See the difference you can see? You don't have to sit up on top of the screen to see the difference, can you? But in his demonstrations, we got too much light in the environment, by the way. We have to be closer. Closer, 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 in order to see the difference. And even up close, you can see that my screen is still producing a much better red. Let's do it this way. Let's go to an angle. Let's see if the red level comes up better on an angle. Nope, they all do the same. Only the red screen produces the red. Look at the white screen, picks up nothing at all. Will you pick up better than the white screen? Yeah. Anything will pick up better than the white screen. Heck, I can take a white screen in my backyard, I can take a bucket of primer and throw it against the screen, I can produce a better level. Slow color change out. I like the commercials. Anything that comes up in tan means the screens are not producing contrast. Oh, look at the color washout. Wow. All right, now so again, let's change out the color slowly. I actually love doing this demonstration. Show a white level first. Now if people come and go, oh, no, 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 no. Oh, whoa, wait a minute, Ken. Oh, no, 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 no. Look, pause that for a minute. And I would pause it. Let it seep it. You can take it all in. Much better white level. That screen's definitely going to do better than yours. Y'all don't understand technology, do you, when it comes to colors and screen paint, when it comes to ambient light and how light fluctuates back and forth. You understand that? Just because your screen pulls a higher white level doesn't mean that's a good thing. That means that's a bad, bad sign. That's a very bad sign. Because that means your screen is literally pulling in so much white light that your colors are going to fade even faster. Your contrast levels are not even going to pick up. Oh yeah, you're going to pick up high white levels, but everything else is going to fail. Which means you're going to end up being in a dark environment because you're going to have to darken the environment because there's too much white light reflecting off your screen. And you're going to have to calibrate the living crap out of your projector. Because your colors are just not right. One of my projectors has been calibrated. Why would I do that? You want to see something even more interesting? See how the colors are changing? If you notice that his personal mix and Metallica mix are almost identical. Look at that. Look at that. Just look at that. Almost identical. Look at that. How are these two different mixes and they look similar? They're the same. You ever heard the term about the wagon scam? You know, kid sells your wagon, a purple one. You buy it. He jumps over your gate the next day, paints it a different color, sells the same wagon as somebody else, and on and on and on. Everybody's buying the same wagon but a different color. But in his product, it's different. Both products are producing the same color. That's come as somebody jumping over your gate, stealing the wagon, and not even painting it, and just selling the same wagon. But it's calling it something different. This is a red wagon 2. That was a red wagon 3. You got that mixed up. There's a difference between the red wagon 1 and 3 and 2. They're two different wagons. They're both the same. It's just that in the product, one has more black than the other, that's all. I can tell that by looking at it. I told you, I used to do with gray screen paints for 8 years. Let's go with something interesting. Let's go with a gray screen. Gray screen. Now the reason why I have all the other screens up there so he's not singled out, so no one can say, oh, you just came after him. No, we came after him when we did the contrast demonstration, which he's supposed to do today, which we're going to be waiting for that one. Anytime you're going to tell me that your product can produce a contrast level equal to a black screen, well, then I'm expecting for you to match that black screen perfectly. We don't produce gray, as I said, we produce black. So I'm expecting to see a gray screen change over to black. But by his expert opinion, he said he's a professional in the email, he's a professional, his expert opinion, that our product turns black and unwatchable. Now this is gray. So how you have the screen that's black that's producing gray? You see the gray, the color of the gray in the video? It's gray. See how it is? It's not light gray, it's gray. So my screen is going to produce that exact same color, where the other screen is going to produce a lighter gray. And these screens are gray, my screen's black. See? Isn't that interesting? How do you have a gray screen that can't produce gray? Because there's too much white light in it. Should we go to contrast? Would that be necessary? Should we do that? We'll wait on the contrast. Not yet. We're not ready for that yet. Let's go over here. Oh, Ken, you're so arrogant. No, it's not arrogant. It's just tired of hearing people talk so much trash and not back it up. That's what it is. That's what it comes down to at the end of the day. If you're going to talk trash, back it up. Let's go to a white screen, because I know you've been dying to see that, and I'll show you where the white levels come up too high. See? There you go. Your white levels are not supposed to be that high. They're way too high. That's why they're failing when it comes to the color. The biggest mistake people did in projection screens is they made the white levels too high. It has to be a certain tone. It has to be a balance in there. Just stare at that for a while. Dark gray. Light gray. You notice the colors all stay the same, no matter what I switch out. The white screen is going to pull the highest, like I said, it's the highest white level. But look at these two products here. Switch back and forth. They remain the same, no matter what I switch out. And this is gray, they remain the same. Alright, Starfield demonstration. This is going to be quite embarrassing. If you have any small kids in the room, I would suggest you move them out of the room. I don't want them to be shocked by the terror of this all, okay? Just have them leave the room, okay? Anybody feel that they can't handle this, leave the room. Ah! Alright. You ready? Keep in mind, over top there, that's a dark star 9. The only thing I don't understand about the screens that use the reflective material, not good, not good, not good, not good. I can tell you from the door, it's a bad idea. Bad idea. Use reflective materials like that. They do that because they know automatically if they make the screen darker, the white levels are going to drop. So that makes up for the white levels dropping. They put a reflective material in it because they figure the projector hits it, it's going to give out that reflective, and they're going to pick up higher white levels. But no, that's bad. Because what happens is you're pulling off too much white light, and what happens is your screen is automatically going to wash out or fade out the minute any color hits the screen, especially if you land against technology like this. Contrast levels are definitely not going to pick up. Let's try the LG Beta Fish. This is not to make him rant and go into a rage. It's just reality for him. That's all. Like I said, we don't get anything from doing tests against this stuff. It's a waste of time. Now the reason why I'm doing this is because if I'm going to give him a challenge, saying that, hey, look, you got to do a demonstration today. You got to show those contrast levels off. You can't keep doing demonstrations in bright environments showing nothing but color. Got to show off those contrast demonstrations, man. Stop avoiding it. If I'm giving you these challenges, shouldn't I give myself one too? Should I give myself a challenge to see how many of these screens can turn my screen dark? If my screen can produce better white levels, can it produce better contrast levels or equal white levels? All right. Should I be giving myself challenges too? That's what I'm doing right now. Giving myself a challenge. It's only fair. LG snowboarding demonstration. It's only fair that I go through the same thing. Wouldn't you think? Anytime the screen turns tan, it's not reading contrast. And look at that. Look how beautiful the white levels are. Look how black that technology is. Now, yes, I expect the other screens to pull a much higher white level. That's what they're supposed to do. But our screen's going to wash out and turn dark. You can't see it. Not even true. Not even at 10%. But see, if we could do this demonstration right here in front of you live, then why can't they display their contrast levels? What is the problem? I get so sick and tired of seeing these demonstrations where I'm saying, well, look at the ambient lights. So much ambient lights. Look at the colors. Contrast. Show me contrast. That's what I want to see. Remember when he said, show me the money? Show me the contrast. Show me the contrast. Let me see it. I can do white levels all day. I told you that. If I'm going to get on camera and tell you that I can do white levels all day, we can do white levels all day. White screensavers. And that's a white screen. Not a white sheet of paper over it. That's a white certified screen right there, but a 0.9 gain attached to it. So if I can show y'all my white levels, what is the problem? Where's the contrast? Show me the contrast. Anytime you pop into one of his demonstrations, you type at the bottom, show me the contrast levels. You're dime at the end of the day. If I take that product and I bring it down here, you think I'm going to display that screen at contrast level in here? That thing's not going to pull up. That's why I understand why you cancel. I understand why you can't. It's okay. It's okay. Shh, shh, shh. All right, that's being wrong. That's being disrespectful. That's wrong. I apologize for that one. But I don't apologize for the fact that you hide your contrast levels like crazy. And that's why we call your product canceled and untested screen paint. We consider it to be a fake, not the real deal. Because you can't display that contrast level. Okay, let's switch to something else. I'm bored with this white level. Let's go over to, let's go over here and play around for a little bit. How about over here? Now, mind you, we're going by his professional opinion. And he said that black technology cannot produce a white level. Now, I'm going by my professional opinion. Your product can't pick up contrast or see color correctly. How about you uncalibrate your projector? Is your projector calibrated? I guarantee it probably is. How about you do this from now on? Every demonstration that you do, remember the demonstration with the bird he had in the environment? He did the same thing with the football game and all that. He does the same demonstration. The demonstration, we had the screen outside. He was showing his projector outside. Going to do the demonstration, which was probably never done. All those demonstrations were done in well-lit environments. So this is what you should do. Anytime I come on camera, my environments never change. They have the same light that's in the environment they always will have in them. Always will have in them. I don't have to add extra lights into it, this, that, and the other. Every time I add extra lights, I'm having some fun. I'm challenging the screen. I'm having a little fun there. But other than that, the environment always stays the same. Plenty of light in the environment. So how about this? Instead of you doing demonstrations on contrast levels and changing the environment to dark, and then doing demonstrations with well-lit environments and changing the demonstrations over to well-lit, how about you keep all your environments the exact same way for 3 months? There's a challenge for you. For 3 months, you display every single video demonstration from contrast to color in a fully lit environment that you display the same color screens in. Uncalibrate your projector. Give it a throw distance. Bring it back all the way back to those windows and drop in that 720p. I'll match you. I'll drop my 5,000 lumen projector. I'll throw a 1,000 lumen projector up in that window. I'll match you. Show people what you're really getting out of the product. Let's just strip down all that fake nonsense you have in your apartment. Just strip it down. Let's lighten that entire environment up, and you do all your demonstrations from now on in that well-lit environment. Get rid of that P to that ultra short throw. Bring it back. Push that projector back. Get a distance throw going in there. Heck, you can have a distance throw at 3,000 lumens. I don't care. Pull it back. We want to see how that room really gets affected by your products. We want to see the OLEDs. We want to see all the contrast demonstrations. Show everything. Go and get yourself some certified projection screens. Bring it in there and do some demonstrations off that. That's what you need to do. Go get some of that gray, bare, silver screen, all the other products. Do those demonstrations correctly. And then when you get done with that, let's take it outside. Because that's just the beginning. We still got to be outside next. When you display outside, it has to be on a screen of 100-inch or larger outside. Stick it right in the middle of your driveway, not against the wall where the sun's going to hit. You're going to get a little shade. No, put it out there in all the elements and display it. Not going to do that. But meanwhile, there's your product right there, painted against my screen. Now, I expect for y'all to hate on this video. I do. I expect for you to hate on it. You should. You got no choice. My product is more superior. It is what it is. I done ruffled your feathers. Got you upset, got you angry. It is what it is. Why you're angry at me at the end of the day is your money, not mine. My customers get the best technology they can possibly get from us. It's your money. You're mad at me because I can show you a product that's better than the product that he's producing. That's the product that you support. Somebody that scammed from you, stole from you, canceled videos, had video demonstrations that he deleted that you can't even find, that only we have. You don't have it. We have those videos. That tells you something right there. Of showing him making a product for free and then still selling it. Demonstration of this man walking out of a Home Depot producing a product that looks exactly like his screen and then trying to convince you that it's different. And you're mad at me about that. And you got a lot, there's something going wrong with you right there. If that's the case and you feel that way, I got a bridge to sell you. Yeah, I'll give it to you with no money down. You give me $3,000 a month, you can keep that bridge. I guarantee you. We'll take care of the maintenance. That's what you're mad about. You're mad and upset because somebody proved somebody wrong. And this is a product that you own on your wall. Not saying my customers, but the person, the Crow Boys get very upset over that. But if you feel that I'm doing this in the wrong way, and you feel, honestly, come on, I'm talking to you man to man. If you feel that I'm disrespecting him in any way, how about you do me a big favor? How about you do the demonstration I just asked him to do and you display it at the bottom? I'll be waiting. I'll be back tomorrow. You got that much confidence on his product. Mind, he canceled on us. We can't even do reviews on his product because he cancels. Even after he gives us a statement saying that, what did he say? We can order all we want. Be a man. I'm a professional. You can order all you want. Is that not what he said in the email? Stop all the blank blank. Be a man. Order all you want. Isn't that what he said? And then right after we place the order, what happens? PayPal. Your money has been returned back to your account. Your order has been canceled. We go place the order again. Your money's returned back to your account. The order has been canceled. And people may say, nah, Ken, that's not true. That's not true. You're lying. You're lying to us. You're lying. You were definitely lying. You never canceled an order. I'll be back. No, Ken, you're a liar. You're a liar. I know for a fact that he would never cancel an order. These are all canceled orders. You know why this one's on gold? This particular one's on gold, and the one behind it's on silver. You know why? Because that's the order he first canceled on us when he gave us the email. Not only did he give us the email giving us permission to buy all we wanted, but he gave us a link on where we can buy the item at. Buy it directly from me. August the 17th. That's not that far away, is it? Email from Crow 1176. You read it for yourself. Go ahead. Read what it says. Here's a link directing us where to buy the product off his website, correct? He told us to stop all the nonsense. Here's the site. Order all you want and done. Not like you. I'm a professional. He's a professional. I'm a professional. How can you call your product the best when you can't even get a review of someone to review your product? So here's just what he does. I have other people that reviews my products. Yeah, he does. If you notice and you watch his demonstrations, that anyone that reviews his products has his demonstration in the exact same environment he has his in. You notice that? Because he emails them. How we know this? But when we first got, well, we're not going to mention his name. When we got his product, we're going to give him no glory points. We all know who he is. To us, he's not worth the name. When we first got his products over here, I was given an instructional email on how we were supposed to display his screen. Because he says, what? It's not ambient light rejection. By claiming your screen not to be ambient light rejection, you're clearly saying that you have no business being in a well-lit environment, that your screen needs to be in an ambient light controlled environment in order to perform well. Then if that's the case, why are you challenging screens that are ambient light rejection? Why are you doing demonstrations in fully lit environments displaying colors? Avoiding contrast. Because you're trying to show people that you're not ambient light rejection, but you want to be ambient light rejection. And that's just an excuse by saying that, hey, look, if you use my screen in a fully lit environment and it fails, that's your fault because I never said it was ambient light rejection. Ooh, didn't think about that one, did you? Loophole. There you go. And he's saying for a screen that's not ambient light rejection, look at the image it pulls up. Yeah, we're looking at the image right now. It's not good. And if it's that good, and you are a professional at what you do, and your product is 100% better than mine, then why do we have so many canceled orders from you? Now, I'm going to show you something real quick. You're going to find this real interesting for boys. Really interesting. You're going to find this interesting. I don't like this one right now. Okay. No more of these cancel ones. These are all going to be framed on my wall. If I go to any one of these companies right now and say, hey, look, I want a sample of your product, they'll be like, here you go, Mr. Bird, blah, 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 blah. If anybody contacts me and say, hey, look, so-and-so and so, want to buy some of this for a sample testing, knock yourself out, go buy. Because keep in mind, for any customers want to come at me and say, hey, look, I had your product on any 5,000 lumen projector and the image didn't show up. Well, guess what? I got several 5,000 lumen projectors. I got ultra short throw projectors. I got long throw. I got a ton of projectors sitting up in this house. You tell me what you got. I'll buy it. I'll do the demonstration, do it live, and I'll show you. Yeah, I can back my product. So if you come at me and tell me that your product doesn't work, I'll buy your projector, do the demonstration. Matter of fact, I'll do better than that. I'll buy a projector way crappier than your projector and do the demonstration and pull a better image. So no, you're not going to get away with that one either, because I can back my work. Now, remember what it says here. Remember it tells us right here, look at that very carefully, people. Remember what it says, look at where it says, I can buy all I want, right? Here's a link to his page. And they're telling me that I can buy as much as I want. Here we go. Here is the site. Order all you want, right? Then he sends me this message right here after he cancels the order. If you want to know why I won't sell you to you, call me. So why would I have to call you? Excuse me if I broke down camera. Why would I have to call you in order to get something that you told me that I could already buy? That doesn't make any sense, does it? You want me to call you on something you just gave me permission to buy? What's the point of that? Why would I call you for? Order canceled again. This is the first one he ordered. He canceled. What does that screen paint say right there? Cinemax. That's the first one we put the order in. He told us, go in the link, buy what you want. So why would I have to call you? You just said stop all the blanket, the B, you know, what that is, that's nonsense right there, right? That's utter nonsense. So if you want me to go on a link and buy your product, then you cancel it, and then you tell me that if I want to buy it, I have to call you. Wouldn't you consider that in the guidelines of that particular area? I would too. I definitely would be too. That's probably him right now texting my phone, upset and angry. That's not my fault. You should have did a better job in handling your business. I just sent these to all my business partners for them to look at this. They said, look how many orders he canceled from me. And this stuff doesn't work. You should have never canceled these orders. This is a bad idea, a very bad idea. Like Screen Innovation, where they came at us with an attorney, bad idea. You should have just basically ignored us, because now we have a document showing that you emailed us, had a conversation with us, told us that our product had potential and you liked it, and then you came at us with an attorney asking us to remove stuff, which shows you're threatened by our technology. Bad idea. And by you sending us these canceled orders, clearly shows that all that stuff you talk about your product being this, that, and the other, and for someone to cancel this many orders, well, it lets my business partners know that they would never do business with somebody who has no faith in their product. Why would I sign a 10-year contract to somebody who doesn't have any faith in their product? Oh, look at this one he says, after he sends us a link. I don't need your business. Have a blessed day. Stay away. Isn't that interesting? That's kind of like the same thing with Screen Innovation. They sent us a lower time. Stay away. Stay away from our stuff. Stay away from it. Yeah, you definitely want us to stay away from your stuff. Definitely. See right there? Have a blessed day. Stay away. Thanks. He's so terrified that he canceled the order and asked us to stay away from him. First, you give us a link saying that we could buy the product. And now you tell us we don't want your business. Stay away from us. That's right here. That's his, right on his whatchamacallit right there. Giving us a refund. That's the message he sent to us. Crow's Frankenstein mix right there. Yep, there it is right there. Look at the date. It wasn't that far away when he canceled that. Telling us to stay away. Please stay away. You don't want that product down here. Look at this. This is his product right now. Against our black screen at 10%. Look at that. I'm showing this demonstration why I'm matching this screen and doing a star display up on my ceiling, which you can't do. All at the same time while we're having this conversation right now. Telling me to stay away. Crow boys, you see this? Your boy told us to stay away from them. I don't need your business. Have a blessed day. Stay away. Please stay away. Just stay away. I don't want it. I don't want it. But you gave us the invite. You told us we can buy what we want, right? Now you're telling us you want to stay away from your product? That's when we try to get the Frankenstein mix from them. Let's see if we got another message up here. We got a few of these up here sent messages on. Money has to be refunded back to my PayPal account. We ordered other products from him. Right there. Actually, we got one on every screen paint on his site. We got one on every last one. Look at this one. After he sends us, mind you, he tells us we can go buy the product, right? You can buy the product, and now we buy the product, and we try to buy it twice from him. Look what he says. Harassment. Now he's screaming. He's like Karen now. He's an instant Karen overnight. Harassment. You're harassing me. How dare you harass me? Even though I said that you could buy the paint from me, you could buy the paint, you can have all you want. You can have all you want, you can have all you want. You can buy all you want from me. Be a man, be professional, man up. And then we come in to place the order the second time, now we're harassing him. Harassment. Now it's harassment now. But you just made the statement that we could basically buy all we want. Now you turn around saying we're harassing you? Really? Ah, man, that's a shame. That's a shame. Harassment. Think about that one. Think about that one. Right there, harassment. This is what we do to people when you test us, bottom line. At the end of the day, my technology is good. You want to challenge my technology? Bad idea. Very, very bad idea. I'll tell you from the door, you might want to stay away from us. When you want to talk all this trash, get on camera, do these fake demonstrations, and then when we call you out and buy your product, come straight to your front door and start buying your product, what do? You coward. You start canceling orders. You start sending messages like, you're harassing me. Stay away. And what happens? You walked into a big dog. That's what happened. You walked into somebody who takes the time to work and test his product. Someone who basically puts a lot of pride in his work. And you were just a hollow man. You got canceled out. Well, as I'm saying, buddy, by the end of this year, when I get done with you, you're going to be completely canceled altogether. Because these are going to be in court too. Because the judge is going to ask us, and I might have my lawyer answer, well, did you test this product to see if these accusations were true? We tried to. Every time we try to place an order against this fellow, and this is an email right here, giving us permission to buy from him, right here, telling us to buy all we wanted, he canceled every single order that went through. Every single one. Those email messages you sent me calling me the nigger, all those nasty messages, well, guess what? They've been matched with the text messages, and yes, it was traced, buddy. It popped up. It was you. I told you we're going to get that stuff all locked in. Call me a nigger. Had none to call me the N-word. You lost your freaking mind. We got text messages way back from Crow 2 years ago be calling me the N-word. Nigger. I can say that I'm black, but that's what you called me. So you're racist too on top of that. Let's see what else we got here. But that stuff don't bother me. People who act like that, they just show who they really are in real life. That's what they are. Spreading accusations that because I was coughing on camera that maybe I have COVID, and I was passing that on to my customers. Or, this is my favorite one, the products that I'm mixing are making me sick, and therefore they can make customers sick. Boy, well, we dubbed all those videos too. You're not that smart, are you? Boy, this is going to have to be good. For you, my friend. Look at all these accusations. Right here, look at this, right here. So let me get this straight. You come on my channel, you rant to me, you support a racist, a person that doesn't like black people, that's what you support? That's what you're supporting? Because those emails were traced. I told you those emails were forwarded to an attorney, and they basically traced those emails. And they came from where they came from. We knew where it came from. So that's what you support, a racist, right? Okay. Just want to know. And we know exactly where you stand. Crow boys. You know how we also knew it was Crow from the door? Because we're not suing anybody else. We're going to get warnings. Oh, yeah, there's warnings going out to a few people. We got some people we're going to be contacting very soon. We're going to send out some warnings, too. But, other words, as in going to taking the court and suing, there's only one person, and that would be him. And that's why he mentioned it 2 times in emails about taking him to court. Bring it. You know what I mean? I dare you. We don't have anybody else that we filed papers on except for him. He's the only one. He's the only one that got that document from my attorney. I'm going to butcher it right now. I know I am. That cease and decrease order, whatever it is. He's the only one that got that document. Nobody else got that. Only him. So when he said that multiple times while calling me the N-word, that's how we knew it was him. And then when he did the trace, it came up under him. Hope you don't have any black friends, but I feel sorry for them. And then while we're having this whole conversation, look at what I'm doing to your screen. At the same time, I'm having this conversation with you all, and watch what I'm doing to his screen. Let's change something else. I'm kind of bored with the scenery right here. Let's go over to, let's see. I feel sorry for this guy, I really do. He has a lot of problems. He has a lot of problems. Let's go to some more snow. You want to check out some more snow? There we go. So watch some snow for a little bit. It's hot outside. I'm pretty sure you guys want to look at some snow, right? Here we go. Watch some snow. We're trying to see if the screen will turn dark. I mean, we know he's going to pull bright. They're all going to pull brighter level, but let's see if it turns the screen dark. Let's have some fun there. We got a couple more in here too. But I don't know. There's something clearly wrong with them. But we'll get it worked out. Once we get to court and we get there, we'll get it all worked out. He can explain to the judge and my lawyer exactly why my product is supposed to be doing what he said it's supposed to be doing. He can have a talk with them. And please, 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 do not bring up comments like I have magical powers or I have the ability to manipulate time and space, because, as I said before, you will end up on a 302 and you'll be upstairs on that top floor with no belt and no shoelaces trying to figure out how to get somebody to get you out of that situation. You don't want to go down that road. So try to keep it as normal as possible as you possibly can. All right? Because they will 302 you in a hot second. And you don't want to be up there. No, you don't. We'll have you on Thorazine and Haldol and everything else under the face of the sun. At the end of the day, you'll be a non-stop fountain. You'll be slobbering all day. But don't mention any of that stuff right there. And I have special powers. All right, so I gotta get something. I gotta frame these right here, all together. I expect your challenge to be done by today. Now, as I said before, look, he's already leaving the scene already. I'm just now talking. He just left the scene. All right, that's weird. He just that particular sample sheet of all that's his. It just popped up. I'm like, you know what? I'm done. I'm out of here. I'm not dealing with this no more. Anyway, let's move back on that one. I gave you a challenge. You went out and you remember, you backed yourself into this corner. That's what you did. So you made a statement saying that your product, your Cinemax, can produce that image, a black image, equal to our dark screens, right? That's what you said. That's what I'm expecting to see. I'm expecting you to do the same demonstration as we're doing here. Up on the ceiling, the star field. Take that black, dirty sample sheet or whatever that nonsense is. Put that against your screen. I want you to blend into that screen. I want you to turn on that contrast. I want you to match that screen. Blend right into it. Because I can do, like I said, I can pull white levels all day long on your product. But I don't make accusations and come on camera and tell people lies like saying that, hey, look, my black screen will pull white level just like a white screen. That's a lie. My black screen can pull a white level equal to a light gray screen. That's a lie. Can't do that. But it can produce an image bright enough where the image is not going to become unwatchable. Where on your end, you have, being a professional at what you do, you said that our dark screens can't produce a white level. We come up dark, unwatchable. You can't see it. Impossible. You don't waste your money. You might get scammed. That's what you tell them, right? Let's put you back up there. All right. That's what you're going to have to back up in court, buddy boy. You have to sit in that courtroom. You have to explain to that judge that, hey, look, I can prove that his product it comes out that dark. Well, how long you been doing this? How long you been making these old videos about Mr. Bird? Man, we got 5 years of this nonsense. 5 years for this product. I'm doing this. That's enough to hold a heavy weight, a serious fine right after that. Well, I want you to see, back it up for us. Show me any demonstration. Show me his product comes out that dark. You do understand that sign multiple contracts, right? I have companies that have my products. I have companies that will go into a courtroom and testify that, hey, look, that's my client right there. We have a contract with so and so and so. Do you have this product? Yes, we do have this product. We use it on site. These are video demonstrations of us using his product on the site with customers at storefronts. The product works 100%. There's nothing wrong with it. You're done. You don't have to get around that. You need to get around it. Yeah. So, I figure we got near enough. We're going to start the process of filing the paperwork. Because what we needed was for him to do, and I'm going to tell you why. Once we sent out that crease and desist order, oh my God, I probably butchered it again. Once we sent that out, we needed for him to go do something stupid afterwards. That's what we're waiting for. For him to call me scammer or, do more of the demonstrations of the black paint. Because it clearly shows that at the end of the day, after he's been doing all this nonsense for many, many years, that we reached out to him and we sent him his documents saying, hey, look, buddy, you may want to calm down on all that nonsense, because if you don't, this is what's going to happen. So we need to wait a certain amount of time for him to come back and do something dumb, which he just did. He did a few things that were stupid. So all those things were basically, videos were all dubbed and recorded and sent over, including the emails and all the nonsense he's been sending us back and forth. All that's been done. So we go to court and say, hey, look, Your Honor, we sent him out these documents right here, warning him this is what's going to happen. He ignored everything. This is the results, which are the videos you've been posting. That's the results. Judge are going to sit there and say, well, they clearly warned you. They told you, so and so and so. So do you have any evidence supporting your claim? And if you don't have any evidence supporting your claim compared to my witnesses, and I can paint that screen right there in the middle of that courtroom, because I got no problem doing that, because I've done live demonstrations, so many of it's not even funny, you're going to lose your case. And you're going to lose big. Like I said, we're asking for $250,000. Now you can sit there and say, well, I don't have $250,000. Yeah, it doesn't make a difference, because that lien is going to come at you at $250,000, and that is going to crush you like there's no tomorrow. You're going to have to pay that up, and that lien is going to come with a lot of interest, and it will take you many, many years. You could die 4 times over and you couldn't break even on it. It will garnish your income tax. Every time you get your income tax, it will be garnished. It'll be gone. You won't get that. Imagine working for an income tax check and you don't even get it. All that'll be gone. You'll have to pay out a certain amount of money every month. I've been through this before. I've sued people before on this. I sue people for touching certain things that we're touching, and I've got them basically. I got one person for 50 grand for touching something he wasn't supposed to be touching. And I did send out a warning, explaining to him to back off, don't do it. He continued on. Didn't want to listen. Took him to small claims court. I sued him for 50 grand. He's still paying me on that. That's many years ago. So keep in mind, the money that we get from him, we don't want it. That money's going to charity. As I said before, it's going all to charity. That's where it's going to. It's going to help somebody else out. Cancer, a cancer patient, or somebody's going through something rough in life, and they're dealing or battling with something. It's going to help them out. At least it's going to something good. We can take that negative nonsense that he produces and give it back to somebody to something positive out of it. So as I'm explaining to you what's going to happen, I would basically, like I said, if you don't believe me, talk to a lawyer. Any one of y'all don't believe me, go do the research. Go and say, hey, look, I know a guy who's on YouTube, and this guy basically hit his product with something, and he was doing this for many, many years. What's the odds of him winning in court? And they're going to tell you, well, if he can't back up the claim, he's sued. He's done. If that person can't prove that his product does what it's supposed to do, he lost that lawsuit. They can sue him for anything they want. And that's something you're not going to be able to back up. But I can back up your product. I can tell your product doesn't do what it's supposed to do, as you claim in your videos. So if my product is supposed to be so dark that you can't even see it, then how come my screen is sitting here leaning up against several certified screens, including one of them being white, and your product at the same time and producing that? I can do that in court right now. You will lose miserably. I don't have to bring a lawyer for that. The reason why attorneys are going to be involved is because if I decide to take you to small claim court, I only get the 50 grand. I want you for 250,000, which means I have to pay an attorney to get that one done. And you will pay attorney fees, and you will pay court costs if you lose. Now, if you say you don't make that kind of money, it doesn't make a difference. They'll go and find out exactly how much money you make, and they'll take a percentage of your check. Not a lot of it, because you need to make a livelihood. You got to take care of your family, but they'll take a good percentage of it. And every month you'll pay me that, or every week, or however way they want to do it. If you miss a couple of payments, I can take that judgment right down to a sheriff's division or department and say, hey, look, this person owes me a lien. I got a lien on for such and so and so. I want you to sell some of his items off. I want my money. And I can have a sheriff's department movers come right up to your house, and they can take items out of your house, put it onto a truck, take it down to a unit, tag it, and auction it off. Yep, I can do that because I have a judgment against you. So, you want to try to sue me? Go ahead. Sue me on what? Because I called you a scammer? You are a scammer. Because I have a video of you basically making a black and white paint called a Metallica Mix 2.0 and selling it to your customers because we bought it. I have it on my PayPal receipt that I bought that product from you. That makes you a scammer. And then you deleted the video, which we have the only copy of. Because once you deleted video for YouTube, it's gone for good. Well, we have a copy of it. Nobody else can find it except for us. Because we have it. That would make you a scammer. That means if that happens, that means anybody who bought that product from you, depending on the timeline they bought it from you, could basically take you to court for scamming them, for taking money from them. That's why it's not on the website. If you notice the product is not on the website, go to the website. You don't see that Metallica Mix 2.0 on the website. It's not there. Because he got caught. That's why it's not there. Go to the website right now. It's not even there. The UB Mix is another thing you try to scam somebody on. Because in the video you showed the UB Mix next to, what was that product you was trying to do the UB Mix next to? It was one of our black screens. It was one of our black screens. In that video, you got busted. The UB Mix, we have your original container over here. Your original product. I have it right in my kitchen sink. That paint is really, really dark. The product that you displayed in the demonstration showing the UV mix next to a black product, your UV mix was actually lighter. It was lighter than what we had in the container right there. The reason why you made the product lighter, because you know if you use the original UV mix, that the colors wouldn't come up all so bright. Because that paint does not produce a very high white level, which we tested over here. It does very poor when it comes to white levels. So in order for you to basically look like our product was darker and yours was lighter, you made the UV mix again, but you made a lighter version of it. That's why when I was looking on the video, I said, this doesn't match our container. So if I order the UV mix, which I did, and you cancel the order, which I have it right here, cancel the order for the UV mix that we placed from you. Then we got to print that one out. We'll print that one and show that one today. We ordered the UV mix from you because we wanted to get the container here so we can see if it would match exactly the same paint in the video. Now, if you sent us the UV mix, we got it here. We put it against the video we just saw and say that the UV mix we had does match the container here, but still doesn't match the product or the shade of paint that's on the video, which shows he had two different forms of paint, which was UV. Now, if he sends the one he shows on the video and it comes in and it doesn't match our container, shows he swapped out the paint. He made one lighter. That's what you did in the video. We busted you and caught you on that. Same thing like the gamer paint. You thought the gamer paint next to the Frankenstein was gray. Gamer paints are purple. Messed up on that one too. Ugh, man. And I tell you right now, people, how much confidence does he have in his product? If I were to place an order today, I guarantee you it would be canceled before I finish this video. As a matter of fact, we did one of those too. I actually did a demonstration on his product. At the same time, I placed an order. And by the time the video was done, actually the video wasn't even done yet. In the middle of the video, he canceled the order. Right in the middle of the video. Kind of like you pre-ordering the game system, and right in the middle of pre-ordering the game system, you paid all this money for this game system, and all of a sudden the person who developed it starts canceling orders left and right. Not taking orders because he doesn't have enough systems. He has plenty of systems. He just starts canceling orders. Yeah, that's a red flag right there. All right, so we have the product here. It's not turning my screen dark. It's not doing anything above at all. Whatever. We tried everything here and there. We did that. We did some snow. We did that. Some flowers and that and that. And it's not doing anything at all. This is why he cancels the order, people, because this product doesn't work. But at the end of the day, we are harassing him. He wants us to stay away. Stay away. You are harassing me. One entire time we were talking in here, my meter's jumping through the roof. And you're happy with 220, even fake the meter reading. Fake the meter reading. Oh my goodness. He faked this meter reading. Even when I showed this video to the guy who had a contract with, he was like, why are the lights in the environment? You know you can't have lights in there when you have a meter in there because they're going to jump the meter. It's going to be inaccurate. I said, yeah, no. He did that to try to give off the effect that his screens were taking in all this light while the meter was running. But you guys didn't realize that when he was doing that demonstration that the meter was sitting right in the front where number one, it was being hit by the projector and it was being hit with the overhead lights at the same time. And that was jumping his numbers. But he figured you guys are not going to pick up on that because you're too stupid. Pretty much, that's what he's... End of the day, I'm sorry, that's what he is. He's not saying he is, but I'm saying he thinks you guys are too stupid to figure that out. What do you think happens if you take a meter that's designed... Keep in mind, it's a meter that's designed to read light. You stick it in front of your screen. The projector eventually is going to make contact with that. If it makes a little bit of contact with that, it jumps the numbers. And then you put an additional lighting in the environment that's all pointed at the meter. That's designed to measure light. Duh. Not calling you stupid at all, but I'm just saying, yeah, duh. So he's thinking, oh, you're not going to pick up on that. You're just going to see the amazement of how much light my screen can take in. And at that, you did all that to only get 220. And you consider that achievement. I get 220 at nighttime in my house with no sunlight. I'm at 900 right now. Oh, wow. Man, good gracious. How? You don't need to be selling screen paint. You're selling primer to people. That's the end of the day, you're selling primer. And at that, $107 primer. Look at the contrast levels. Gone. Not even there. Not even there. All right, we're done here. I'm going to go order my stuff for my customers, get their orders taken care of, as I should be doing right now. And I look forward to seeing your challenge. Because like I said, if anyone's going to sit there and say to me, like, you're not being fair, you know, you're not doing the same thing he's doing, yeah, I just did. I showed you different colors. We went the white levels back and forth. We did skin tones. We did everything. We did contrast levels. We did it all. Did it live for you to see with no problem. Nothing to hide. But yeah, I guarantee you he won't do this one today. And I guarantee if I took the time to put in an order, it would get canceled. Which we don't need to because I have all cancellations from every last screen paint he has on his website. All of them. Unless he made something new, we'll order that and get that canceled too. So we can place that on to our whatchamacallit. Probably get a little letter at the bottom talking about, I don't know. Leave me alone. You're harassing me. Or I might get the one saying you're bullying me. Okay. Whatever, Karen. Crows cancel Karen products. Untested. 100%. That should be your new slogan. With that being said, I'm out of here. I'm going to get back to some real work and design some real technology for my customers that deserve to have the best. Not this. Well, the other screens, the certified screens, are good. Not those two screens right there. Ugh. Gotta go and God bless.